Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different because I find these analytics to be so interesting, and I thought maybe you guys would too. So I have insights to see over the course of the year, what are the most purchased products through my links. I don't see anything else. I don't know who bought what. I don't know who you are. All I can see is a roll up of these are the products people bought, and this is how many of each of these products were purchased. So these are the top 7 most purchased products through my links this entire year, so I can see what products are really resonating with you guys, and so that you guys can know the most purchased and loved products within the community. So let me know if you guys like this style of video. I can do this more often. I can do a monthly most purchased. But I find this to be super interesting, so hopefully you do too. All right, I'm gonna do 7 because 10 seemed like a lot, 5 didn't seem like enough, so I compromised on 7. So I'm gonna start with number 7 and work my way down to the number 1 most purchased product. All right, product number 7 was this Kiko Milano long-lasting eyeshadow stick. This is the 8-hour no transfer eyeshadow stick. I have the shade, I wanna say, it's not actually on here. It says it's the shade number 6. I wanna say it's called like Golden Taupe or something like that. But I will write it down below. It's just a really beautiful wearable shade. I shared this in a dupe video because this is a dupe for the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar stick that I compared it to. This is the shade Khaki. I actually prefer the shade of the Kiko Milano one. They're both equally blendable, equally long lasting. I'll link that video down below if you want to see the application process and see how it blends and everything. But it's an absolutely incredible product, probably one of my most reached for products. And that's a theme here. Like, the products that you loved the most are the products that I loved the most. I feel like we're totally in alignment here. But in the comments of that video and kind of in my DMs, a lot of requests that I got were, number 1, is there one that's cheaper or more accessible? And number 2, do they have any matte colors? The answer to both of those was no at the time. But now, ever since LA Girl launched their new Sun-Kissed Glow Longwear eyeshadow sticks, this is the shade Suede Fringe. I would definitely say that this is very comparable to the Kiko one at a better price point. If you like the shades offered in the LA Girl range, it's another good alternative to the Kiko ones. And then if you're looking for a matte option, the new e.l.f. Matte No Budge Shadow Sticks. This is the shade Bombshell, which I would probably go with a more neutral shade, but 3 really great eyeshadow stick formulas depending on what you're looking for. Number 7 most purchased product was those Kiko Milano eyeshadow sticks. Number 6 is a holy grail product for me. If I had to say the one hair product out of every hair product at the drugstore that I would recommend to every single person is the Eva NYC Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer. This was the number 6 bestseller, and I am so glad so many people purchased this. This will change your hair. So the way that you use this is you use it before you blow dry. So when I get out of the shower and brush my hair out, I let it get more to the damp stage, and then I spray this all over, and then I blow dry. It's very comparable to the It's a 10 leave-in cream or leave-in spray. I wonder if that's why they did the 10-in-1, because the other one's It's a 10. Maybe it's a more overt dupe than I thought. But this is a heat protectant. It strengthens your hair. It reduces fizz, detangles, softens, cuts drying time, adds shine, nourishes, protects, and offers UV protection. It has argan oil, sunflower seed oil. This is my favorite hair product you can purchase at the drugstore, period, full stop. Okay, number 5 is a brush set that I never thought in a million years that we would be talking about again. I shared it on the community tab when it came back in stock because I was genuinely shocked. And it's the Sephora All Wrapped Up brush set. It is still available, which I don't know if they're bringing it back for this holiday season as well. But this was a limited edition Sephora brand brush set that is an incredible deal. I raved about it last year in the wintertime when this came out. And I want to say it was like as soon as I published the video where I was talking about this, it was sold out. I'm not saying I sold it out. I'm just saying it was terrible timing. I posted the video and then the brush set was gone. And in the video, I was raving about it. And everyone was like, seriously, it's already gone. And so I just thought, wow, that was fast, and I'm so glad I got my hands on it because now it's gone. And then randomly, someone DM'd me on Instagram a few weeks ago and was like, hey, you know that brush set you talked about? It's back in stock. I just got an alert. And so I went on there and I was like, what? It's still called the All Wrapped Up. It's still like a holiday themed brush set, but it's back in stock and it's still in stock. I've gotten so many messages from people saying that they received it and they love it. It comes with this big fluffy powder brush. I love this for loose powder application because it has a nice fluffy bristles and it doesn't pack on too much product. And then it has this foundation brush. It's a really small foundation brush, so it'd be good for more petite faces, but I personally use this most for cream blushes and cream bronzers because you can get right on the apple of your cheek and get that precision with a cream product. And then it has two of the fluffiest crease blending brushes. These are two of my favorite eyeshadow brushes that I own. And it has more of like a shadow packing brush and then a concealer brush as well, which is great for like what I use today, this glitter shadow. Also good for defining the brow bone or spot concealing. Another one that I'm really glad to see a lot of people purchase because I really stand by this recommendation. All right, number 4 bestseller kind of surprised me because I've been talking about this for years now, so it's not like a new product that I recently discovered. Actually the case with 2 of these top 4 products, but so many people have been purchasing. I don't know if they're repurchases or if people have just now decided to try it based off of some of the dupe videos that I've been doing, but it is the number 7 Airbrush Flawless. I just called it the Airbrush Flawless. It's the number 7 Lift and Luminate setting powder. I have mine in the shade Light, and it's great for brightening up the under eyes. It's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, which is why I almost called it that. But it's a beautiful finely milled powder. I love it for setting underneath the eyes, for brightening. Just one of the absolute best powders you can get at the drugstore. I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying that they're seeing their number 7 displays going away at Target, so I'm really hoping that number 7 isn't on its way out at Target. All right, number 3 is another powder, and I don't know that I've talked about this on YouTube. I've talked about it a lot on Instagram, but it is the Hawaiian Tropic Mineral Translucent Sunscreen Powder. So this is an SPF 30 translucent mineral sunscreen. I have been using this for reapplication of sunscreen. Now I know, before anyone comments, I know that powder sunscreen is not sufficient sunscreen. I go every morning in with a really high SPF all over my face before I go in with my makeup. You're supposed to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours throughout the day, and I know there are a lot of ways to do that. I also know that most people I know are not doing that at all. And so in my book, something is better than nothing. So the way that I've been using this is I use my Sun Bum facial mist to reapply my sunscreen with that mist. And then because that leaves kind of a dewy finish on me, I then go in with this product to set the facial mist. So I go in and repowder with this, and I actually love this as a loose powder. I like it without even knowing it has SPF in it as just a regular powder to keep in your purse, but it does have SPF in it, and even though the ideal way is to reapply with a stick or with a lotion, this is more practical for a lot of people, including me. If you're looking for a something is better than nothing option, I highly recommend this. However, I want to say loud and clear that it does have a fragrance. It's Hawaiian Tropic. It smells like the Hawaiian Tropic product smell. If that bothers you, just bear that in mind, but it doesn't bother me and it doesn't flare up my skin. Product number 2 is another longtime favorite of mine that I feel like maybe people went and purchased a lot prior to summer, and it is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is the best setting spray on the market in my opinion. It beats the Charlotte Tilbury one, the Urban Decay one. Nothing holds my makeup like this. If you watched my waterproof makeup wear test where I did a full face of makeup and then got in the shower and my face was completely saturated with water, it almost looked like the droplets were repelled by this setting spray, and then when my face fully dried, it looks like my foundation was untouched. So this stuff works. If I have an event that I'm going to, or if I'm just going to be wearing makeup for a full day and I need it to stay put, this is what I'm always reaching for. So this is number 2 bestseller of the entire year, and for good reason. And then number 1 bestseller is another one, sort of like the Sephora brush set that was like, okay, it's gone, okay, it's back. It's the L'Oreal Age Perfect Lash Magnifying Mascara in the waterproof version. So I did a whole tubing mascara showdown on my Instagram stories, and then I shared a lot of that here on YouTube as well. And this was one of my absolute favorite tubing mascaras. The waterproof version of the Age Perfect mascara is a tubing mascara. It's counterintuitive because tubing mascaras come off with water and it's supposed to be waterproof, but it's not. It comes off with water. The problem with this one is that it was discontinued. And still right now, if you go to L'Oreal's website, it says this product is discontinued. It just keeps getting restocked at Target, on Amazon, at Walmart. Every time it sells out, I'm like, okay, it's done now, it's forever gone, and then it gets another restock. I don't know if they're changing their mind on this. I don't know if they just have a ton of inventory that they're trying to get rid of, but this has been my number 1 bestseller of 2022, and I'm so glad to know that we're all walking around without raccoon eyes and using one of the best tubing mascaras on the market. And that is everything. Those are your top 7 products so far of 2022. Please let me know in the comments if you guys find this type of video interesting, if you want to see this more frequently. I find it fascinating. Give this video a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one.